So as we've seen, Apple has just released the brand new M3 MacBook Air, and this looks like it's going to be a fantastic student laptop or one for business trips working like that. So with that in mind, what are the best accessories that you could get for this tiny titan? Good news, you're on a video just talking right about that. And yes, before you ask, I like donuts. I've got lots of hoodies about Buckeye Donuts because they're the best. So first off, we've got the M3 MacBook Air. You're gonna need different kinds of accessories for this than for something like the MacBook Pro. So we're gonna go through all the things. And it seems weird, right? That every time a new product comes out, I have a business trip like the week afterwards. It's actually very stressful because I've got like trying to fit all these videos in while actually doing my day job at the same time. I wish tech companies work with me on my schedule so we can make sure that I don't always have to leave as soon as you release something. So this is all the stuff that I'm getting ready to pack into my carry-on bag as I leave in about 12 hours for a whole nother trip. Starting off, it really helps to have some kind of a tech bag. Yes, you'll have to put all this stuff in like a briefcase or a suitcase or some other bigger bag, but I don't like putting loose accessories in my bags if I don't have to. They'll get lost. They like shake around the bag. If you have to like move it up or down, it could fall out of its little pocket in there and scratch up your laptop or your phone or whatever. So I like having a tech bag. This is one from a company called Trip. Key point to note that nobody provided me any of the stuff I'm going to talk about in this video. Yes, Apple is letting me borrow this specific MacBook Air. However, by the time this video goes live, mine should actually be here. But everything else, I purchased myself. So this bag, I really like it for a couple of key reasons. One, the zipper is fantastic. If you've seen any of my accessory videos, you know what a zipper snob I am. Listen to this. That's a good zipper bite. And I don't think it's like YKK or any of the fancy zipper brands. Like, this was not an expensive tech bag, but it is, I just like it. I like the faux leather look about it. I've already taken this on several trips. It's got a little pouch here in the back for more things, but I find everything that I need accessory-wise, whether it be laptop or even my Samsung Galaxy phone that we talked about recently. It all fits in here really well. I mean, it's got mesh pockets for things like SD cards. It's got this center thing that holds cables really well, and it's got a gigantic set of pouches that you can put the important accessories into. It all fits very compactly, and it expands as you need it. Okay, so diving into the tech bag, when it comes to a laptop, right, it's everything. It's got the keyboard, the monitor. You really only need a couple of things, you know, one being the way to charge it. So this is actually a charger that can come with the MacBook Air. This is the Apple dual USB-C charging adapter. It's not the most powerful charger. If you need charging oomph, you should probably go elsewhere, but this, from a convenience standpoint, is really great. It's 35 watts, so it's not the worst. It is kind of expensive for a 35-watt charger, but what it makes up for that is, yes, it's got the two ports, but it's really in its design that makes it work for me. Like, when you plug into hotel outlets or you're traveling, if you have a device that sticks out far, I find that just doesn't work. Like, sometimes hotels, the outlet itself is not strong, so your charger could fall out a little bit. So I like this. It fits in. I've never had a problem with this snagging. I charge everything overnight anyway, and the battery life on the MacBook Air is so good. It will easily make it between charges. So I don't worry about external batteries. I don't need superchargers. I love this thing, and it's always with me. And then the cable that I'm charging it with is going to be the cable that came with the MacBook. You don't actually have to spend anything extra to get this. This is just the MagSafe to USB cable. This is the one that came with the MacBook Air, but I specifically use mine with even my MacBook Pro. I've really started to appreciate MagSafe charging more as my MacBook has kind of become like my charging hub. I don't bring a lot of these anymore so that I can charge each individual thing. I'll bring the charging brick for my laptop, and then I charge everything off of the laptop. And it helps when you free up a USB-C port for charging by using MagSafe. I find that combination really great. And that's it. Congratulations, all you really need are the accessories that came with your MacBook. Gary, this isn't a great video. There are a few other things in here that I would recommend. The main things being, I like having my travel setup be as close to my at-home setup as possible. That means mouse pad. I always carry this little mouse pad with me. This is from Corsair. Yes, Corsair is more of a gaming company. You don't think of them really when you think productivity, but I love this mouse pad. I used to have one, if you remember back in the M1 MacBook Air accessory videos. I had one that like stuck to the top of the MacBook, and that was fine, but it didn't, like when I used a mouse, it didn't feel as good. This is just a straight up mouse pad, but it's so small that it fits. Look at this. It fits in any bag. It can smush down. It's not something that's very dainty. I love being able to get to a hotel, plop this down, and then I'm not like, oh, I hate using a mouse on regular desks, and it's doubly bad on hotel desks. So I love, love, love having a mouse pad, and you need a mouse to go on that mouse pad, right? So the mouse I've been carrying around is the Logitech MX Anywhere 3. It's not perfect, but it is really good. It does everything that I need for a travel mouse. It's got customizable buttons. It's got the scroll wheel. It's got 3 different settings. You can pair it via Bluetooth. It fits almost everywhere. It's got great battery life. It charges from the front here via USB-C, much like the regular MX. The only thing I don't like is it's kind of loud. Can you hear that? Sure, that's not a deal breaker because it is very comfortable. It's super accurate. I bring it for a reason, but it drives my wife crazy if we're on a family trip and I'm trying to work because it's so loud. So I do wish they made a version that was a little more dampened, and then you'd have me, we could talk even more Logitech. Logitech, make quieter mice so Gary's wife does not get mad at him. Then in concert with the mouse, I like having a keyboard too. One of the things that you've heard me recommend before, when it comes to laptops, I hate working on the laptop itself if I can avoid it. And you really need a keyboard and a mouse to do that. The Apple Magic Keyboard, the small one, not the big one, the small one, this is the best travel keyboard of all time. There is nothing, and I've tried. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 travel keyboards that I'm looking at right now, and I keep trying more. Look, here's even one. Look, here's a cool folding one that's smaller, but is actually a full-size keyboard. Like this, I don't like this. I like this. It's super lightweight. It feels fantastic when you're typing. I mean, it's just like using a regular Apple Magic Keyboard, but it travels with you anywhere. The only thing that sucks about this is this version. They may have an updated version at this point. I don't know yet. This one still charges via Lightning, and I don't have anything else that charges via Lightning. So I do have to bring a Lightning cable with me to make sure my keyboard works. But this keyboard is so good. It's been definitely worth it for me. You may notice all of this is about lightweight. It's about easy to travel, but it's about full capability. So it's not the cheapest accessories you're ever gonna find. I'm not gonna label this the cheapest accessories. It's fantastic. It's so good. When you get there, you could bring a stand with you. I've stopped bringing stands with me when I travel anymore. I don't really ever use them. If I need more than just sitting on a desk and sitting back, I'll put like a book down or something. There's always like a book in a hotel room. You just set the laptop on it, now you're up. It's better, but oh, I cannot more highly recommend this trinity of like laptop accessories for when you're on the road. It's so good. There are a couple other things we'll need, mainly because of the MacBook, right? This is not a MacBook Pro. It does have some limitation with its ports. It only has USB-C Thunderbolt ports. It does not have HDMI. It does not have an SD card slot. Sometimes as part of my job, I do need to transfer data from SD cards, so I will bring the Apple SD card adapter. There are cheaper ones out there. You don't have to bring that one specifically. And then I'll bring like a simple HDMI/USB-A adapter. This is from a company called Stouchy. This is more for an iPad or like a tablet, but it just works, and I haven't seen the need to buy another one after this one works. So I prefer having a way to plug my laptop into a TV or something. I have very often just plugged my laptop into my hotel TV via my adapters, because there you go, you've got your second screen. Another adapter, while we're on the adapter talk, I have a whole bag full of these because I always carry these with me. This is just a simple USB-C to USB-A adapter. This thing has saved me so many times, not just for me, but for coworkers, people that still need to plug in a mouse or plug in a keyboard to their computer. This will save you and make dividends. These cost almost nothing, but accessory manufacturers still make USB-A keyboard and USB-A mice. Nobody ever thinks about that until you're at the client's space and oh crap, I need my clicker plugged in, but it's only USB-A. Always carry a couple of those. That will save your bacon. It has saved my bacon on several occasions. And that's it. Yeah, you'll need some kind of a bag. Yes, you could use a few other things, but bare bones kit for your M3 MacBook Air, these are the best things that you can buy, and I would highly recommend. But what about you? What are some of the accessories that you use for your M3, M2, or M1 MacBook Airs? Let us all know in the comments below. And if you like this video and you want to see what comes in the box with the M3 MacBook Air, click right here. Click, 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 click. Thanks for watching.